my mindset. Here's a couple of things that I think through. Is that what was that?
You ready? You're about to lay it on me. I'm like, okay, let's go. What you about to lay on me?
Here, I'm about to lay it all on you, girl. Anyway, there's a couple of things that I think through. Is that so? There's a concept that I often talk about on my channel called conditional femininity, which is you come off as an extremely feminine young woman, but I do understand that to be a lawyer, you got to be within your masculine as well. Do you think that being feminine is a component of you, or is it a afterthought after who you actually are?
Yeah, I think that's a real question. And I will say I'm hardwired to be that way. I think all females are, right? It's innate to us to be feminine and things like that. Are there times, of course, where I have to be more stern, more strict, masculine energy in my job? Absolutely. And I think can that sometimes, just being honest, realistic, can that interfere or come at home? Sometimes, just being honest. Sometimes you got to remember to take that hat off before you get to the door. However, with that being said, I'm also fully aware and would give the open door to my spouse, counterpart, partner being able to tell me, hey, I know you had a rough day at all, but you home now. Like, I got you. We good. And in that moment, you can rest in that. You can know, all right, this is my man. I could chill. I could turn it off. Sometimes I might need a reminder, but I think the femininity lays in being able to rest in that and to being able to say, right, you're right. This is my safe place. Let me settle here.
After having kids, do you want to work or do you want to stay at home?
I'm open. I think for
haram. Nope. What are you gonna do? Put the babies in daycare? Let some fucking woman who's up on Percocet watch her all day? Some like fat old white woman? Dude, you guys, bro, you guys blow my mind sometimes. This is just crazy, dude. J Rob has this comment. He says, this dude's a straight fucking dork. He's completely disingenuous. I've watched so many of this dude's videos, and in every video, all it screams fake, 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 fake. Well, I mean, he like, you're gonna see a comparison too between him clearly not interested in this girl, and then this next girl, in my opinion, eats him up, and she's young and beautiful, and she's like, I smell. And she's done.
For a season, if I need to stay at home, especially while the kids are young.
What would you prefer?
What would I prefer? I would prefer to work.
As a guy, is that a
haram? Sorry, next. Pearl, next. Prefer to work, bro? Fundamentally broken. Fundamentally, a career woman is not good for the family, guys, okay? Listen. A woman's place is at home taking care of the kids if there's children involved, okay? She doesn't need, like, if you meet a woman that wants to go out and work and stuff, I'm sorry, but those kids are just not going to be as well taken care of as if her full-time job is to be a mom. I'm telling you this, bro. You got to, like, the best girls I've ever dated are with mothers that understood the importance of gender roles, traditional gender roles, right? Back in the 80s, they talk about them, blue jobs, pink jobs. My mom's talked about that. Other people told me about that. And a woman that understands, like, keeping and maintaining a house, keeping it clean, taking care of kids, right? That's the most important thing she could do. You have no idea how much. When I date a woman, I don't date lazy girls, okay? If she's lazy, if she's a pig, if she can't keep her house clean, if she doesn't have her personal life and affair, I'm not trying to pick up a charity case, right? I'm not trying to adopt a fucking stray dog and be like, okay, let me rehabilitate you back to life. Like, no, I'm going to go to the puppy store, get like a clean puppy and raise that thing right. Okay. That's the kind of chick you want. You want a chick that comes with a great foundation to build with together. Okay. So these chicks, that's a gigantic red fucking flag, bro. Red flag. Okay. Anyways.
Do you think that's a red flag answer?
Yes.
If you'd prefer to work than be with your kids for guys?
No.
No?
Because I don't never want to work. So shit, that's hard, what she just said. Shit, but it's like,
who is this guy? Is this guy like the dating expert? Who the fuck is this guy?
You don't really want your old lady to work. Like, you, like, if all things was in a perfect world, you would rather just have her put up and it'd be where she ain't got to do nothing. But if she want to do something, like, you can't just, Hopper have her locked up in the crib, like,
Mhm.
cause then when you come home, she gonna be bossing your around.
No, she's not bossing anybody around. This guy has no game, no frame. I mean, the guy is obviously a mess. I mean, clearly a mess.
I think as a mother, once you have kids, you've got to sacrifice that part of your life. It depends what your job is. If you've got like a job where you can stay at home still and just do things when they're asleep or napping, then that's fine. But if you're using your time to work instead of devoting your time to your children and raising them with like your values and your way of thinking and your life lessons, then it's kind of it doesn't really work. And I mean, you can kind of tell from people who haven't had their haven't had their mother around as much.
I
Bingo.
think also when you give
Bingo. Spot on, bro. She gets a wow. Spot on. Are you kidding me, bro? We have a gigantic fucking problem right now with rampant children being fucking wild and undisciplined and crazy. You know why? It's because it's all by these single mothers, because they got to go work all day and they leave the fucking kids at home. Listen, guys, when my mom was raising us, dude, I was 11 years old. I think I was 10 or 11 years old, and my mom would go work at night, and she would leave at 4 o'clock, and she would come back at 1 o'clock, and she would lock the door, and she's like, "I'm gonna leave you guys here. Watch TV." There's a little bit. She like would cook up a little bit of food for us to ration between the three of us, and we just had to stay home. And my mom was like, "I'll be back." But my childhood was robbed from me. I had to grow up very quick. I remember one time I was so hungry and I was just like, man, I'm just so fucking hungry. There's no food. And I picked up a box of macaroni and cheese and I just read the instructions and I was like, I think I can do this. And I boiled the water. I followed the instructions and I did it. And I was able to make mac and cheese for me and my brother and sister. And then I was learning to cook and stuff. And I was like, dude, I was 10. I was 10 or 11 years old. Right. And because I was just we were left alone. I would be probably far more emotionally stable, far more well-developed than I am now. If I was raised in a place where dad was going to work and mom was at home taking care of us full time, I'd probably be way better off than I am now, but I just think this whole career, if a woman tells me she wants that was another thing too, with this girl that I just broke up with. She was just really wanting to focus on her job. And I was like, so are you just trying to be what do you mean? You just want to focus and work and go to social events and you don't care about, because at that time she turned 29 too. I was like, listen, the clock's ticking if we're going to do this. But she had all her hoe friends, had her American hoe friends. They're like, oh my God, I just bought this bracelet from Dior. Ah. It's just so that's what you want to do. You just want to work to buy shit. And the well was poisoned. I'm telling you, if you're dating a girl and she has hoe friends, if you're dating a girl and she has American friends, bruh, haram, just gonna cause trouble, bro. It's gonna cause trouble. So for you guys, and especially if you're and here's the thing too, right? So here's the deal. If you have if you had how can I put this? If you're a guy that really is focusing on the core four, money, muscles, game, frame, right? And you're a guy that really actually you are aggressive and you want to push forward and you want to have the traditional lifestyle, I'm telling you, the greatest asset you can have is a woman that is okay with staying at home and she treats the home as her job. Okay. And she's a feminine woman. And her top priority, the children and family. And typically you're going to notice this when she comes from a house where the mother is also a homemaker. That's what they used to call women who stayed home. Homemaker. You know why? Because guys, let's be honest, dudes, when we live in a place, okay, we're okay to put a TV, fucking lazy boy recliner right in front of it and a mattress on the floor. And we're okay. We're happy. If I had to live like that right now, I'd be like, I could do it. It's really not that big of a deal. I could sleep here. I could sit here. I could watch TV. I could go to work. Got a laundry machine. I could do my laundry. I'm a happy person, right? But a woman makes a house a home. Okay. A woman, like, when I go to women's houses, bro, and the woman is a clean person, it is just such a comforting home to be in. It is just like, when you get home, you're just like, it's just like their natural nesting ability is just so amazing. And to me, as a grown man, so of course you're going to want to have that same kind of ability with a mother, a wife. My brother's mother, or my brother's wife, right? I love her. She's awesome, dude. She's a fucking amazing mother. Amazing mother. She doesn't work. She hasn't worked. She just started like getting her, I think, like nail tech and esthetician stuff, just to, like, because she's gonna give work a shot. But her top priority is raising those 3 children. Okay. And I fucking love her. She homeschools them. She cooks. Anytime I come over, I'm like, hey, like, can I have something to eat? She's like, yeah, what do you want? And she's very nice to me. She's Latino background. She's half Chilean, half Honduran. And the kids are just so well adjusted, so educated. And she does a fucking amazing job as a mother. Like, seriously, I feel such relief when I see my nieces and my niece, my little baby. I love her so much. And then my 2 boy nephews, when I see them being raised right. Like, they for the oldest's birthday, she like made a custom dinosaur cake and like put dinosaurs everywhere because he likes dinosaurs. She put dinosaurs all over. It was a dinosaur party. And I was just like, God, like, I just like, it's a gigantic feeling of relief. You know what I mean? And so, she's not like, well, I want to work. You ain't no slave owner. No, thank you.